Stevie Nicol joining me for this Manchester United version of Predictor. Who stays and who goes this summer, Stevie? Let's start off with the big man. Zlatan Ibrahimovic done wonders for the Red Devils, but the injury, does it make him leave or stay?
Listen, I'm not quite sure that Zlatan will be 100% by the start of next season, which leads me to believe that he's going to stay. I think Man United are an honourable club. And they've made him an offer, and I think he'll accept it. I think Zlatan will be at United next season, not just because of the injury. I think he probably would have stayed anyway, but the injury means he's cemented in, as far as I'm concerned.
So at least one more year for the big Swede.
Yes.
All right, let's move on now to Wayne Rooney. This has been the talk of this entire Premier League season, with links to him to the MLS, to Chinese Super League. Where do you see him going, Stevie? Because surely I don't think you see him staying.
Which one do you want first? I'm not sure where I see him going. There's a lot of talk that he would go back to Everton. Not sure it's the right move for Everton or him. The one thing I would suggest is he is leaving Manchester United. You know, he's coming to the end of his career. He wants to be playing. He doesn't want to be sitting on the bench watching. And he still has talent. Listen, he's not the Wayne Rooney of 5 years ago.
But he's still Wayne Rooney.
But Wayne Rooney is still a lot better than the majority of players playing the game. So he definitely goes. Where to? I have no idea.
All right, thanks for your time there, Wayne Rooney. Luke Shaw, the curious case of Luke Shaw. Basically saw him for a moment coming back from injury, and guess what? He's injured again, likely to be out for the rest of the season, albeit it's only 3 more games to go. Stevie, do you think this will factor into him leaving or staying?
If I am Luke Shaw, I'm getting out of Manchester United as soon as possible.
Bit of a hex there.
I mean, this kid has become Jose Mourinho's whipping boy.
Yes.
I've never been one, but I can't imagine it's a good place to be. Luke Shaw must be driving into work every day, ready for the day to be over to get out of there. I think Luke Shaw goes. I think he's a good player. I think he's got a lot of potential. It just hasn't been realised at United for a number of reasons, but wow, why would Luke Shaw want to stay at United?
So, adios, Luke Shaw. Juan Mata, this is a curious case because I know a lot of Old Trafford faithful do fancy him, but do you see him still in Jose Mourinho's plans? He's let him go once before. Could this be the second time?
No, I think he stays. And Mourinho, as much as he's criticised others in the press, he's actually praised Juan Mata in the press. Unless it's a complete double bluff, I think he stays. You know, we all expected Juan Mata to leave as soon as Jose came through the front door. In the end, Juan won him over, was playing, was scoring goals, so I think he stays.
All right, so Juan Mata staying at Old Trafford. Now, this one, of course, everybody has been talking about, not just this season, but from last season. His move to Real Madrid wasn't finalized. Would this be the year?
No.
So David De Gea to stay as well.
All right, I was going to add a bit onto that. But
no, feel free, go ahead.
Well, I don't. He's got a couple of years left. Manchester United are in a position where they don't have to let him go. All things are pointing towards Spain. All things are pointing towards Real Madrid at some stage. I just don't think this summer is that stage yet.
Well, sources have said that he's not actually in that urgent mood to leave Man United for once this season. And finally, Marcus Rashford. A lot has been made out of this youngster, but many also believe that it's not the place, or United is not the place for him to flourish, especially since they will be going for some big-name attacking talent in the summer transfer window. So Rashford, does he stay or go?
I think there's absolutely no way that Marcus Rashford leaves Manchester United. Jose, if he let this kid go, would be lambasted up and down Old Trafford. You know, Jose's reputation is he doesn't give young players a chance. This would certainly cement it. Manchester United are a club that wants the young stars to progress in their team and become superstars. That's what this kid has the potential to do. There is no way in a million years that Marcus Rashford is leaving United at the end of the season. Not only because of Marcus Rashford, but because of this big guy as well. He won't be ready at the start of the year. Whether they sign anybody or not, Rashford will be there at the start of next season.
He needs to spread his wings, Stevie, and last place we want to see this young talent is on the bench. He has been. Thanks so much, Stevie Nicol. So there we have it, a couple of people who will stay, and Luke Shaw and Wayne Rooney to leave, according to Stevie Nicol. David De Gea saga does indeed continue, and the latest twist is that a certain Kasper Schmeichel has been linked with a move to Manchester United should David De Gea end up going to Real Madrid. It's not the first time we've seen a Schmeichel at Man United. Stevie, this is Kasper. Does he fit in with United, you think?
Yeah, of course, we have history with his father. Certainly the name fits in.
That sometimes puts more pressure on you.
Yeah, I would suggest that it's going from De Gea to Schmeichel is a bit of a letdown. I'm not sure that Schmeichel is that much better than Romero already, and would Leicester let him go? So I'm not quite sure this thing would happen. I think eventually De Gea will leave United. I don't think it's going to be this summer though. He still has a couple of years left on his deal. They don't have to let him go now. All things point to him leaving, but not this summer, and that means that Schmeichel won't be coming either.
Well, funny you should say that, because sources to ESPN FC have said that David De Gea is actually not pushing to leave United this summer. We know other goalkeepers like Thibaut Courtois have been linked with a move to Real Madrid, and a certain Donnarumma has been linked to Manchester United. Would he be a better fit, barring his age, do you think, as a goalkeeper at Man United than Schmeichel?
Yes, I think so.
What's impressed you about the youngster that Schmeichel probably hasn't? Because he's a Premier League champion.
Well, Donnarumma's probably on the same level as Schmeichel right now. The kid's not even 20 yet.
No.
So getting a Donnarumma means that you're getting somebody, certainly at a club like Man United, I think you would be getting somebody for a decade. That's what you want. You want quality, because that's what Donnarumma is already. He's quality, and that would be a huge coup for Manchester United. Number one, if they could get him, and that is, of course, if and when De Gea leaves.
All right, thanks so much, Stevie Nicol. So Kasper Schmeichel, not the fit for United right now, according to Stevie Nicol. Got to talk about Liverpool. A nice gutsy win over Watford, Stevie Nicol. It wasn't the best of performances from Liverpool, but you should be impressed with the fact that they're grinding out these results when it matters, right?
Other than Watford into crossbar with the last kick of the game, I would say yes. They dug in. They weren't fluent the way we know they can be. But the one thing we've criticised them for recently is not winning games against sides they should beat. Crossbar or no crossbar, they won the game, they got the 3 points, and now they're in a real strong position to get that top 3 spot, never mind in the top 4.
Well, that's true. You definitely will have to look at Manchester City, who are also in that race as well. They have a game in hand, and Liverpool have a couple of games coming up against Southampton, West Ham and Borough. Do you pick them to finish top 3, or would they want top 4?
Listen, I think obviously they want to be top 3. The goal is top 4. And those fixtures, I mean, again, we're in the same position we were before the Watford game. These are 3 games Liverpool should win. Southampton and Middlesbrough at home, and West Ham away, who are struggling at home big time. It's in Liverpool's hands. Can they do it? Yes, I think they can. Purely simply because of the opposition that's in front of them, and because, for me, Manchester United are the one team that will miss out in that top 5 right now. Too many games. Too many hard games, too many injuries. Liverpool make it.
All right, Stevie, I love how you switched it there to be about Man United for a second.
Oh, sorry.
As you would. Thanks so much, Stevie Nicol. So, Stevie definitely picking his former team to finish top 3.
The sweeper. Emre Can's overhead stunner is being labelled by many as the goal of the season in the Premier League. But what you may have missed during the incredible strike was the reaction of the Watford fans behind the goal. Well, the good news is, thanks to this tweet, you'll never have to forget those shots. Now, in case you can't remember exactly what was going on 22 years ago, well, you might want to amp up your vitamin intake. Just kidding. Here's a reminder of what life was like in 1995. If there was ever a doubt, let me be the one to tell you that Ronaldinho's still got it. The 37-year-old may officially be retired, but he still suits up for special occasions like this one over the weekend when Barcelona's legends faced off against Real Madrid's legends in Beirut. The cheeky playmaker set up former Barca great Ludovic Juli with this sensational no-look pass in Barca's 3-2 win. As they say, form is temporary, class is permanent. why always him? Mario Balotelli was back in the headlines after helping Nice defeat Ligue 1 giants Paris Saint-Germain at the weekend. After scoring the opener, Balo was feeling good and proceeded to, well, act like only Mario Balotelli does. But hey, a little showboating never hurt anybody. And finally, in case you missed it, there's a Lionel Messi lookalike in Iran whose uncanny resemblance to the Barcelona star has gone viral. And why wouldn't it? Meet Reza Parastesh, who is now getting mobbed on the streets of Tehran as members of the public ask him for his autograph and photos. So now the only appropriate question is, will the real Leo Messi please stand up? That's it for now. Back tomorrow for more of The Sweeper.
Parts of the world, I see human rights defenders who are an inspiration to all of us here at the UN Human Rights Office. And they can help prevent the erosion of hard-won human rights principles. In that connection, I wish to cite the case of Sole Muntari of the Italian club Pescara, who walked off the pitch in protest when a referee booked him after he claimed he was being racially abused during a league match on Sunday. And we need to see more done when it comes to expressions of racism at international or even national football.